Social media can feel like a full-time job you didn't sign up for. You post and nothing happens. You spend hours editing videos only for them to get 10 views. And somehow it always feels like everyone else figured out the secret except you. But what if I told you that it's not about posting more or chasing trends? It's about posting with purpose. Today I'm breaking down what actually matters on social media in 2026. What to do, what to ignore, and how to make these platforms work for you and not the other way around. Social media is a tool, not the goal. It's not your worth, your success, or your art. It's a way for the world to find you. Our goal isn't to become viral. It's to be visible to the right people. It's like keeping a window open to your studio. People can peek in, see your progress, your story, your quirks. Connections start with curiosity. But here's the thing, you can't open every window at once. Trying to be everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, or any new app that pops up this week, that's how burnout happens. Pick 2 to 3 platforms max. Even picking just one and trying things and learning with it is enough. Focus on where you enjoy showing up. Because the truth is, joy translates better than strategy ever could. Let's quickly go through the main platforms so you can choose where to focus your time. Instagram. Still a great digital portfolio. It's where cleaner cut content lives. Aesthetics, let's say. Stories, carousels, and DMs are perfect for building relationships. It even allows cool personalizations like highlights, which can be an incredible tool for people to get to know you if they pop onto your profile. But it's not as great for discovery anymore. Think of it as your studio's front window, not your billboard. TikTok. TikTok is your discovery engine for more raw and behind-the-scene content, where strangers can find you just because you as an artist resonate with them. Show your process, your messy middle, your tools, your hands. People don't want perfection here. They want honesty and atmosphere. YouTube, the long game. This is where storytelling and education shine. Tutorials, vlogs, art challenges, or deeper thoughts about your creative journey. YouTube gives you time to build trust. Pinterest, the silent worker. Pins live forever, and they constantly bring new eyes to your art, website, or shop. If you love aesthetics, this platform rewards you without demanding constant attention. So choose one platform for connections and one for discovery. This balance keeps you visible without overwhelming your schedule. Now that you've chosen where you want to show up, there's a more important question we need to answer before we talk about what to post. What do you actually want social media to do for you? A lot of artists post randomly, not because they don't care, but because no one ever tells them to stop and ask why. Social media can do a lot of things, but it can't do everything at once, not in a sustainable way. It can help you sell, connect, teach, be seen, build trust, share your journey, and much more. So before you hit post, I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. What is this post meant to do? Maybe your goal is connection. You want people to feel something when they see your work, to recognize themselves in it, to feel less alone. These posts aren't about selling or teaching. They're about conversation. Storytime posts, reflections, questions, mood pieces. They build trust, and trust is the foundation of everything. Maybe your goal is teaching. You want to share what you've learned, techniques, materials, mindset, mistakes. When you teach, you position yourself as a guide, not an expert above people, but someone walking slightly ahead, turning back to say, hey, this helped me. Maybe it'll help you too. Teach what you notice, not what you've mastered. And sometimes, yes, the goal is to sell. A print, a commission, a workshop, a Patreon, a shop update. There's nothing wrong with that, but selling works best when it's built on connection and trust. That's why not every post should sell, but every selling post should feel aligned. Posting with intention doesn't mean boxing yourself in. It means letting the post work for you without it draining you. You don't need to do all 3 goals in every post. Just one clear intention at a time is enough. And once you know why you're posting, deciding what to post becomes so much easier. Let me show you what that looks like. When you're building your presence online, the bigger question is always, what do I even post? There's a myth that artists need to constantly make new work to have something to share. But really, there are so many ways to tell your story using what you already have. One more thing before we dive into post ideas. The best content doesn't start with you, it starts with listening. If you want your social media to actually work for you, pay attention to your audience. What challenges do they mention? What questions keep coming up in comments or DMs? Where do they already spend time online? Your audience is secretly telling you what they care about through the posts they save, the questions they ask, the videos they rewatch. When you align your captions with their comments or struggles or questions, your content starts to align with their vision. Listen first, post second. So, with intention in mind and your audience in focus, here are some ways to reuse what you already made into content. Art reveals. Simple but powerful, showing the final work, the payoff of your process. You can film a slow reveal, a before and after, or even just the moment you sign the piece. People love witnessing that completion moment. It feels satisfying, almost ceremonial. Process shots and time lapses. These are the heartbeat of your art content. They show your technique, your patience, your small decisions, and they're mesmerizing to watch. Don't worry about making them perfect. People connect more when they can see the human touch. The brush wobble, the paint mix, the accidental smudge. Those moments show that you're human. Educational and behind the scenes posts. Share what you've learned about color, composition, inspiration, or mindset. It doesn't have to be a formal tutorial. It can be as simple as, here's why I use this shade of gray. Or, here's how I prep my canvas for texture. Those small insights make your audience feel like they're growing with you, not just watching from a distance. Storytime and reflection posts. Tell stories, not just about the piece, but what it means to you. Maybe a color palette came from a memory, or a painting helped you through something hard. Art is emotional. Your audience wants to know why it exists, not just how it was made. The aesthetic moments. These are small glimpses into your world. A detail shot, your palette, your morning routine before painting. They help people feel your atmosphere. When I post these, I like to keep that eerie fever dream tone, soft sounds, and a sense that something beautiful and strange is unfolding quietly. That consistency of feeling becomes part of your brand, even when your art style changes. Lastly, conversation posts. Ask questions, invite others in. What does this color make you feel? Do you prefer eerie or serene art? That kind of post opens dialogue. It makes your followers collaborators in your journey rather than passive viewers. Consistency is tough, especially when you're juggling with creating, editing, posting, and life. But here's the secret: most successful artists aren't creating more, they're just recycling more efficiently. One painting session can be weeks of posts. You can film the full process and post time lapses on TikTok. You can screenshot a detail and post on Instagram with a short reflection. You can record your voiceover describing the meaning for a YouTube short or reel. You can take a color palette shot and put it on a Pinterest board or story post. You can use your final piece and have a before and after carousel or a then versus now post. You can even repost old works. Just tell a new story. Maybe how your technique has changed or what you do differently now. Your audience grows. Most of them haven't seen your early work. Super helpful tip: when you finish a painting day, take 5 minutes to grab different shots. A video pan, close ups, color mixes, brushstrokes. That small habit builds a content library you can always draw from. As I always say, people may find you for your art, but they stay for your voice. People don't only follow you to see your finished work, they also want to see how you see the world. Your tone, your rhythm, your sense of world building. You as an artist. It's what makes your social media feel like an extension of your art, an anchor that ties all of your different types of posts together. For you, that anchor might be supporting small businesses, All of your content can easily align with that anchor without tying you down. You can make a drawing video and talk about how you manage your small business. You can make a carousel with tips for small businesses. The possibilities are endless. Okay, let's talk about the part that everyone dreads: consistency. You do not need to post every day. You just need to show up regularly enough so that people remember you exist. I like to think in small batches. Film a few short clips while I'm painting, taking process photos at the same time, and repurpose them later. You can also cross-platform. The same TikTok can live on Instagram Reels. You just have to change the caption to fit the tone of the platform. Once everything is ready, I put all the content into one folder on my computer, literally labeled by date. I also keep my portfolio photos and process clips organized in the same folders, so it's all connected. Once you have your social platform set up, tie them all together. Use tools like Linktree or Coffee to give your followers a single place to find you. These tools give you one simple link that holds everything, and that's just incredible. Social media isn't the enemy of creativity. It's just another tool, one you can choose how you use. So post something small this week. A process shot, a story, a color that moved you. You never know who it might reach or what door it might open. If you have any questions or would like me to explain how the algorithm works, let me know in the comments below. I will see you soon. Keep creating.